Okay, good morning, everybody. It's 10:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, December 14th, Friday. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Okay, they capped the price to $23, and they capped the price with the sell wall at $23.26, and you have a whole slew of unusually large orders underneath it. What this is called they're stacking the deck to get the price down. They've been doing this now for 2 days now to get this price to go down further. So far, they were able to get it to come down from, the 24. Now they're trying to force it back. They have it forced to stay under 24. Before it was forced to stay under 25. The next leg down, it was forced to stay under 24. And now they're working on it to keep it underneath 23. This is manipulation. If you could go back to my other videos, or if anybody's been watching the activity on Coinbase, you'll see this group of unusually large orders placed on the sell side. This is actually the manipulator stacking the deck to bring the price down, creating walls that the volume will not possibly breach, and then in turn they're dumping into the buy walls, trying to get the price to go down. They're trying to collapse. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're stacking the order book to collapse the price down further, which they've been doing over here on these red legs. See, this is illegal. All right. Now, if you go to any other previous videos that I have, you take a look and you see where the kettling wall is. You look and see if there's these huge orders under there. There isn't. So this is what they're doing. They're stacking the deck, so to say, one on top of the other, to bring the price down. This is illegal manipulation. This is very simple to spot in the order book. Okay. Now, just to the fact that they have kettling trades up there is an alarm that should be stopping this activity right off the bat. Just on the kettling trades where they have the 2,000 on this side and the 2,000 on this side is at 22.79. I don't believe Coinbase has the mental capacity, because they're all IT people, to know or even recognize manipulation in the order book. To honestly tell you, they ignore it. They support it because it just gains them fees. There's something absolutely funny going on when the price goes down. Now it's got to be honestly approaching the year mark where the price has been constantly going down. It's rigged, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't see that this bear market is rigged, I could tell you. I'll explain it to you. They're comparing this to 2014. What happened in 2014? Mount Gox. What was that? A crime. So here you have the market fall in the same way that Mount Gox did. So the pattern is the same. So how could you not associate this with the crime? If you're comparing this with 2014, the graph when Mount Gox crashed because they initiated a big scam on Bitcoin holders, and it was a crime. It's obviously, if this graph matches, that this is suffering from somebody committing a crime as well. The graphs match, therefore there's got to be some kind of criminal activity going on. I'm looking at the order book. You see all this unusual activity spotted at the kettling trade below at huge orders, which you usually don't see. I haven't seen it like this before. They're keeping the price from going up. They're capping the price, and they're trying to bring it down, manipulate it down further. Look at down over here at around 6 p.m., 2 hours after 6 p.m., at 8 p.m. on December 14th. Look what they did. You see what they're doing? They're doing these flash crashes. They're manipulating the price down on purpose. They're using the coin that they have, the reporting this. They're using the coin that they have, to keep the price down by putting up these large sell walls. This is unusual activity right here. You don't see this. And all the unusual activity, this is to show you, this is how you can tell it's manipulation. You see the kettle and wall? Look above it. You don't see orders stacked like this above it. It's only below it. Here goes the other kettle and wall. You see what they're doing? They're keeping the price just where they want it, and they're bringing it. They're tapping it down slow. These guys are crooks. Day by day by day by day, they're just chipping away at the price, stealing from people. And you know, they're doing the same thing to BTC. Look at this. Huge orders will suddenly appear on the bottom, then they'll dump into the buy walls. It looks like they're wash trading the price to where they want it to go. It's all they're doing. This is going to be under 22. This is going to be $22 or under. By the time the damage is done, this is going to be $20, probably under $20 when it's done, because the manipulation is open for anybody to see that knows how to read an order book. Coinbase, you can explain it to them, they do nothing. Why do I say it's Coinbase? Because I trade on Coinbase. They are responsible for making sure that my exchange is risk-free from manipulation. I'm sorry they haven't delivered. They violated the user terms. This is ridiculous. I honestly think this is a coordinated effort to drive crypto into nothingness. Too many people have lost too much money on suspicious circumstances. I wouldn't even say suspicious circumstances anymore. I have the evidence. The kettle and trades have been put up since last year. I have them. I have it videotaped. These guys are manipulating the market down. They're either trying to crush the market, force the little guy out, and the institutions are going to come in and take over. They're accumulating this market in their own pocket. Once they own enough coin, they can manipulate the market anyway. You'd see already they're manipulating it every way. Look at this. It's a disgrace. The manipulation in this market has been noticed by the SEC. That's why they won't grant an ETF. When the Winklevoss twins went and appealed why they couldn't launch an ETF, the SEC came to them because your markets are too manipulated. Now, if anybody understands the process of the SEC granting an ETF, when you reject an ETF, you just can't say off the top of your head, well, we just rejected it because we felt like it. No, here's your evidence. This is what we're going to show you. They're going to show you the order books of places like Coinbase showing you the manipulation. They'll share it. The SEC is not a closed book, okay? You cannot go to an appeal and say, well, we want to know why we rejected, and just say, well, we're not going to show you the evidence, but we're rejecting you anyway. You cannot do it. That's not how the process works with the SEC. They will actually sit down, pull up a video like this, and you see this? We've been recording this kind of activity for months in the order books, okay? All we have to do is click on the web and go to Coinbase Exchange, and you can see how the market's manipulated. And they're going to use Coinbase because it's the easiest one to spot because of the way they have their web page on the exchange set up. And I don't blame them for rejecting it. But now what needs to happen, the SEC can't stop there. Now the SEC needs to go after these crooked exchanges and throw these people in jail. Now, you also have to understand what happened between Charlie Lee and Brian Armstrong of Coinbase, both of them of Coinbase. When they put Litecoin on here, it shot up to $368. Okay? You have to understand it was churned and they burned everybody. This guy was talking about he's not interested in making anybody rich, Charlie Lee. And then what happened? He sold everything he had at $368, And lo and behold, after he sold, we've seen a 95% loss in the market. I'm sorry, that's a churn and burn. If you don't know what that is, you have to look in the case between that involved Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, and Steve Madden. That's exactly what Charlie Lee and Brian Armstrong did. They need to go to jail, just like Steve Madden did. They did a pump and dump on everybody. They enriched themselves at the expense of everybody else using fraudulent Twitters and how would you say, churning, and then churning is, oh, this is great, this is going to be wonderful, this is great, everybody buy. That's called churning. Okay, that's what they did. They need to go to jail. I'm sorry. A lot of people don't understand what's going on. You go look at the case with Jordan Belfort and Steve Madden. Steve Madden did a couple of years. Charlie needs to do a couple of years. People saying they're pointing fingers and this. Dude, this is a crime. How do you think Charlie Lee's living comfortably? You took your money. Where do you think he got that money from? He pumped the market up, and then he sold everything. He dumped all over the market. It's the same thing Jordan Belfort and Steve Madden did. The same exact thing. It doesn't even variate anywhere. Look it up. Stop accusing people of being angry and pointing fingers. When you see a crime, you report it. Stop being wishy-washy. Oh, I like Charlie Lee. He shouldn't say that about him. Charlie's a wonderful guy. You know, con artists will get you to like them just before they rob you. You guys better open your eyes and wake up.